Inspiration is often an elusive thing. You can sit around waiting for it to strike. You can go out searching for it, or you can invite inspiration by surrounding yourself with the very things that inspire you. On this channel, we draw our inspiration from Gen X nostalgia. We pull from the pop culture collectibles and ephemera we remember from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, reverse engineer it and reconstruct it, all while adding a unique twist. You never quite know what we'll come up with next or what will inspire us, but there's one sure way to find out. Join me, Scott Circlin, in the Art Lab. Let's suit up. Here we are back in the Art Lab. I've made it a point to fill this space with as much retro inspiration as possible. From things that I remember from back when I was a kid to past projects that I've created. But we have yet to scratch the surface on all of the projects that I hope to tackle. We just completed this awesome set of gross out stickers called It Came From the Fridge. It's my homage to classic sticker sets like Garbage Pail Kids and Wacky Packages. But now it's time to move on and create an all-new retro-inspired project. So what is that? Where's that sound coming from? You know, the last time I think I heard that sound was when my friend Kevin Cross's bike broke down when we were kids.
Kevin, this is Scott. Kevin, this is Scott. Do you hear me? Over and out.
The Star Trek communicators with push-to-talk button.
Scott, this is Kevin. My bike is broken. Can you help me?
Over.
Yes, but send me a signal so I can find you.
Star Trek communicators with a range of 1,300 feet. Push button, twin warp sound, uses 1 9-volt battery, not included.
I know that Star Trek communicator is around here somewhere. Where could it be? Wait, I think I know.
Scott, this is Kevin. Do you read me? Over.
Kevin, this is Scott. I read you loud and clear. What's up?
Man, I was just having breakfast trying to recreate the Saturday mornings like we had when we were kids. Turned out to be a total bummer. And I ended up stepping on this nostalgic landmine. Started reminiscing about the old mascots and cereal boxes. You know, I wish someone would make a new mascot to bring the fun back to breakfast.
I think I know what you need to do.
What are you talking about?
Well, if you're the one who finds a hole in the universe and no one else is filling it, the responsibility is yours.
Great, Scott. You're right again.
Glad I could help. Let me know what you come up with.
Will do. I better get to work. Over and out.
Over and out. Okay, now I'm excited. If you're not familiar with Kevin's work, you definitely want to check him out. Especially if you're an artist looking for advice and inspiration on balancing life and finding your creative voice among the noise of generative AI. Not to mention the trials and tribulations that come with being a working artist. And he keeps it real with a DIY punk rock attitude. Not to mention, he's just a phenomenal artist. There's another sound. I think we're receiving a transmission. Just as I thought, it's the Star Trek communication console.
It's the Star Trek Command Communications Console for use with a Star Trek communicator sold separately. Each uses 1 9-volt battery, not included. The Command Communications Console has a multicolor phaser light screen. You can broadcast up to 1,300 feet, and there's a Morse code key that you can buzz out loud or broadcast to the communicators.
For whatever reason, the transmission isn't coming through. Computer, it's just not working. It appears to be voice activated, but it only responds to one person. Wait a minute, I think I got this. Mrs. Spock, we can't access the communication. It appears someone has sabotaged the system.
Headline 193 again with sabotage.
Please don't tell me how to do it. It sickens me. I don't say sabotage. You say sabotage. I say sabotage. Mrs. Spock, bring the image on screen. It's incredible. We need to design a cereal box around this retro mascot character who's part surf god and part rocket man. Yes, she packed my bags last night. Pre-flight. 0 hour. 9 a.m. And I think I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. Well, oh, the cereal box. Bones, can you do that for me? Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a graphic designer. Strange, it seems I've fallen into some sort of vortex. I'm not myself. I need to snap out of it. Mr. Tambourine Man! Sorry, where was I? Now that we have Kevin's character design, we can see that it's the perfect mascot for a tropical fruit-flavored cereal inspired by mid-century modern design and the Hawaiian Islands. I would love to see what this cereal looks like. It looks like we finally found the inspiration we were looking for. All right, let's get to work by designing a box for this character. Though we usually stick to a Gen X theme and design using aesthetics from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, Kevin has mastered the mid-century modern style popular with the 50s and 60s, and he's heavily influenced by mod and surf punk culture. If you haven't already, you gotta check out Kevin's video where he created this aptly named character, Chihu Corelord. He'll tell you all about it. I'll leave a link in the description and at the end of this video. So, we're going to design the cereal box packaging for Chihu Corelord using Kevin's character design as the inspiration, tapping into mid-century tiki culture and chill surf vibes. I'll start by sketching out some logo designs on my iPad in Procreate. I've surrounded my workspace with printouts of cereal box art and typography from the 50s and 60s, and books featuring ads from that time period. Much of the type you see in the tiki culture of that era is bold, blocky, and very quirky. I want to capture that look and feel. With my rough sketch completed, I'm moving over to my desktop where I can trace the sketch in Adobe Illustrator and create vector art for the logo. We're calling this cereal Tropical Sugar Kooks. Kooks sounds like a cereal brand that might have existed back then, like Crinkles, Crispy, Quisp, or Quake. But it also has a double meaning because it's also the term the Islanders use for a surfer who's a total poser. I created a Pinterest board filled with retro cereal and tiki designs that I keep on screen. I've been using Pinterest to collect inspiration for years, and recently it's been flooded by AI-generated content. But if you go to refine recommendation in your settings, you can request that you aren't shown AI content. It probably won't get rid of all the AI slop, but it creates a much better experience in my opinion. Now that I've completed the logo, it's time to start laying out the cereal box, using the cereal box template available for free to anyone that's subscribed to my newsletter. When you subscribe, you also get the free Comic Maker Starter Kit, packed with fonts, brushes, and templates that you can use in your own creative projects. Just go to circworks.com to enroll. I'll drop in Kevin's character and position him in the box template. I really do love this little guy, and it's awesome to get to collaborate with a friend on such a cool project. I'm thinking I should flip the image so that the character is facing right, which should be okay because the character is very symmetrical and has no type on him. Just something to watch out for if you ever decide to reverse an image. Kevin was nice enough to supply some swatches of the characters that he used in his design. I'm going to do my best to work within this color palette. Most cereals from this era used a less is more minimalistic approach, relying on solid backgrounds, usually in white. I'll do something similar, but I want to add a bar of color with some subtle retro space graphics off to the left side to help punch out the character a bit. Now we need to create a parent brand for our Tropical Sugar Kook cereal. I like working with parodies, so I'll base our brand on the classic Post logo. This is one time where I can stray away from the limited color palette we've established. It would be uncommon to see the Post logo in any other color other than red. We'll alter the tone of the red slightly for our logo, making it fit our aesthetic a bit more, but if we were to use this logo again, we keep the same shade of red. I wanted to call our cereal company Coast since we have an island theme going on, and it would help if I spelled it correctly. It's funny how sometimes when you're working with graphic lettering, you don't always catch obvious misspellings, but oh well, easy fix. What are some of your favorite cereals from your childhood? Are they still around today? Leave a comment and let me know. I was always partial to Cap'n Crunch on the rare occasion my mom would let me have sugary cereal. It's time to move on to the back of our box. Kevin provided an alternate version of Chihu Corelord that we can use on the back side, and again, we'll reverse the image. Kevin came up with this incredible tagline, Chihu Corelord eats kooks for breakfast. And since I love anything with a clever double meaning, I'm going to include that slogan here. One thing you don't see today is the cereal prize. I remember digging through cereal like some insane treasure hunt, searching for that cheap plastic goodie, hoping that my little brother didn't get to it first. Only one per box. Just another reason my mom didn't buy this type of cereal often. And it was a bonus if the prize fit the theme of the cereal itself. In that tradition, I'm going to offer a mini finger surfboard as a prize. It's cheap, it fits the theme, and it has fun play value. When you tether the board to your finger, you can surf the wind out of your car window or in front of a fan and perform gnarly surf tricks. Pretty neat prize if I do say so myself. I'll create a simple illustration of the fingerboard in action. If you're interested in getting your hands on the template and the art files for this and all of my past and future projects, then join us on Patreon. There's loads of exclusive content and a huge back catalog of awesome projects. Join the fun on Patreon today, link in the description. I'll make sure to entice kids' interest with some persuasive language and communicate all the features of the surfboard in the copy on the back of the box. Likewise, I want to design an ad for the free surfboard on the front of the box, calling out to kids, hey, tell your parents to buy this for you. The smart kids always knew not to let on that you mainly wanted the cereal for the chintzy prize. Another thing savvy cereal companies did was to include a mail-away offer for the purpose of collecting your mailing address. Sometimes these were larger items that couldn't necessarily be included in the box and required you to send a small amount of money in the form of a check or money order, along with a proof of purchase seal from the box. It was rare to see both the prize inside and the mail-away offer on the same box, but that's just what we're gonna do. So I'll create a proof of purchase seal and an ad on the side of the box for my offer. One of the prizes I always loved from cereal or Cracker Jack boxes were temporary tattoos. So I'll flesh out an ad for Tropical Sugar Kooks temporary tattoos featuring our new friend Chihu Corelord. Kevin provided an image of the cereal for the cover, which looks suspiciously like Fruit Loops, but we want our cereal to be its own thing. So I've combined a few different cereals and photographed them. Now I just need to add the cereal photo to our composition. All that's left to do now is to drop the revised illustration on the cover of the box and add a few finishing touches, creating the finished design for Tropical Sugar Kooks cereal. I had an absolute blast collaborating with Kevin and designing this cereal box. But if you're at all familiar with this channel, you know that it doesn't stop at the design. We need to construct this thing as a tangible product. That means the box, the prize, the cereal itself, all of it. But that's going to have to wait until next time, and you definitely don't want to miss it. So be sure to hit like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. And don't forget to follow Kevin over at his YouTube channel. His stuff is awesome. There's going to be a link that pops up here. You can click on that or the link in the description. So go to Kevin's channel and see this project take shape. Until next we blast off.
Spock, sabotage the system.
Lieutenant Uhura has effectively sabotaged the communication station. Did I sabotage something?
Is this why you sabotaged my ship?
Then he told me where he had sabotaged the prime energy circuit.
In a deliberate act of sabotage,
It's Man. Rocket Man. Burning out his fuse out here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be long,